Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. Registration for candidacy for the 7th round of the Sultan Qaboos Award for Culture, Arts and Literature 2018 is open. His Excellency the Minister of Environment and Climate Affairs affirms before the Shura Council that the level of environmental security in the Sultanate is praised by international organizations. And the National Civil Defense Committee announces the initial completion of the rehabilitation works after the tropical condition. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to Her Majesty Queen Margaret II of the Kingdom of Denmark on her country's National Day. The Sultan Qaboos Higher Center for Culture and Sciences announced that the registration and candidacy for the 7th round of the Sultan Qaboos Award for Culture, Arts and Literature 2018 is open. This year's competition will include fields of non-material heritage studies, short films, and traditional poetry. The award aims to support the related fields as it's considered a means to enhance the civilizational aspects as well as to contribute in the scientific and intellectual movement. Before Shura Council, His Excellency Mohammed bin Salim Al-Toubi, Minister of Environment and Climate Affairs, affirmed that a number of international organizations praised the level of ecological security in the Sultanate. The members of the Shura Council stated the issue of dumping construction debris in Wadi still continue. They as well emphasized on the necessity of issuing a decision to ban any project that depends on coal as the whole world is turning towards renewable energy. The discussions of the Shura members also focused on gas emissions in the wilayats of Sohar and Liwa in the governorate of North Al-Batina, and the minister affirmed that the climate indices indicate that the gas emission declined, and the discussions also focused on urban encroachment towards beaches in the governorate of Muscat. The Minister of Environment and Climate Affairs revealed that 3 new wildlife reserves are to be announced soon. Regarding the project of planting 1 million mangrove trees, the minister responded that 700,000 trees are already planted. The National Civil Defense Committee announced the end of the stage of immediate rehabilitation for the tropical condition and preparedness of the National System for Emergency Cases Management. In a statement, it pointed out that the sectors and main bodies will continue their operations related to fixing the damages and providing necessary resources to return the situation to normal. The committee held the efforts of the National Multi-Hazard Early Warning Center, media institutions, Sultan Armed Forces, Royal Oman Police, Public Authority for Civil Defense and Ambulance, government and private institutions, as well as the domestic and individuals' efforts. The necessity of finding financial sources to implement projects in the governorate of Muscat topped discussions of the 6th meeting of the Muscat Municipal Council this year. The council got acquainted with the strategic projects within the 5-year plan draft project. The council called upon the bodies concerned to facilitate procedures in order to encourage citizens to establish entertainment and beautification projects in the residential neighborhoods in the wilayats of Muscat Governorate. The council also approved the recommendation of Public Affairs Committee on the cancellation of fees for recycling, building, and demolition wastes. The meeting was presided over by His Excellency Engineer Mohsen bin Mohammed al-Sheikh, Chairman of Muscat Municipality. Still to come in our news bulletin. The founder of Free Dive Lebanon using a technique to protect the sea and the fish stock. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. The Sultan's armed forces, with its formation and units, celebrated the anniversary of the Badr battle. A ceremony was held in the mosque at Muaskar al-Murtafa to stress on the significance of this event in the hearts of Muslims, where a great victory was achieved by the Muslims stemming from their belief in their Islamic values. The ceremony was held under the auspices of Major General Matar bin Salim al-Blushi, commander of the Royal Army of Oman. Oman Wanfang LLC, the developer and operator of China-Oman Duqm Industrial Park, has signed a shareholder agreement with Al-Thabat Holding LLC and Oman Company for the development of Special Economic Zone at Duqm SAOC Tatweer for the development of a building material market project in Duqm. The project will be developed under a joint venture company, Duqm Material Market SAOC, where Oman Wanfang shall invest 51%, while Al-Thabat and Al-Tatweer shall hold 34% and 15% equity respectively. The building material market project comprises development of land, basic warehousing and retail space for third-party building materials companies to showcase and store their products. This project shall enable various companies around the world to come to Duqm and make Duqm base for marketing and selling their products related to the construction industry. Markets in the Sultanate witnessed active purchasing movement during the holy month of Ramadan. In the governorate of Al-Buraimi, markets are experiencing huge demand from consumers amid intensified monitoring by the teams of the Public Authority for Consumer Protection and Buraimi Municipality on prices and quality of the products in the shops and shopping centers. Commodities being bought by citizens are various types of fruits, vegetables, frankincense, perfumes, carpets, gifts, and Omani halwa. Buyers come to Buraimi also from nearby wilayas, and shops remained open until the late hours of the night. Rashid Zak, founder of Free Dive Lebanon, dives off the northern coast of Lebanon into the sea on a spear fishing hunt. Hunting fish with spear guns may seem like a counterintuitive way to save Lebanon's dwindling marine life, but a growing community of free divers argues that it's a potent awareness-raising tool. Here's a report.
With speedboats, spear guns and snorkels, Rashid is heading to hunt fish underwater off Lebanon's northern coast. Alarmed by the effects of overfishing, he advocates for regulated spear fishing as a way to defend the Mediterranean's depleting aquatic wildlife.
Spearfishing is the technique that protects the sea and fish the most, because we can see what we're fishing for. It's not hidden. We go down to sea and to choose, so we are very selective about what we want to take from the sea.
4 hours underwater turns up this meagre catch only. The European Commission estimates 90% of fish species in the Mediterranean are overfished, threatening the livelihoods of fishermen like Khaled.
We're forced to do this work. I don't have any other profession. I depend on it, so does my son, but there's nothing. There's no more fish in the sea. The sea needs to be protected.
Lebanese law is supposed to regulate net sizes and ban dynamite fishing to protect fish populations. But some complain those rules are not enforced properly, saying little is done to improve the situation.
Unfortunately, no one is using their authority or taking into account the difficult reality of the fishermen of MENA.
Still, Rashid is pressing ahead with his group, Free Dive Lebanon, to better promote underwater spearfishing, hoping to encourage Lebanese fishermen to find a new approach to their work.
Here are the Ramadan times for tomorrow. Fajr prayers at 3:53 a.m. and Maghrib prayers at 6:56 p.m. Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over the Sultanate with chances of clouds over the coasts of the governorates of Dhofar and Wusta, accompanied by scattered rains. Cloud accumulation expected over the Hajar Mountains with chances of scattered rainfall. Most of the coastal areas will witness low clouds and fog late at night and early morning, and winds will be southeasterly light to moderate, and seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's news bulletin, here are the main points once again. Registration for candidacy for the 7th round of the Sultan Qaboos Award for Culture, Arts and Literature 2018 is opened. His Excellency the Minister of Environment and Climate Affairs affirms before the Shura Council that the level of environmental security in the Sultanate is praised by international organizations. And the National Civil Defense Committee announces the initial completion of the rehabilitation works after the tropical condition. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, thank you for watching and have a great night.